How far are you willing to go, Michael? I wanna belong to someone. Someone make me feel like a die. Give me what I never had. Be the place that I belong. When the secret comes out, you'll feel power like you've never known. When the secret comes out, you'll never have to be on your own. Do you know who you
Hello again, everyone. I'm Charles Gross.
And I'm Leslie Hoban Blake.
Welcome to Two on the IO. Please like and subscribe to our channel.
Today, The Lost Boys. It's the end of the season, and they seem to have saved one of the biggest and more splashy musicals of the season for the very last day of eligibility. The Lost Boys, based on the movie of the same name from the 80s, is back live on stage. It looks like the Lost Boys movie and Stranger Things, the play, clashed in the subway one day, and we got electric vampires flying all over the stage. This is the story of the Emerson family who moved from Arizona to Santa Carla, California. Where on the bulletin board all along the beach are dozens and dozens of missing persons posters. Suspicious, right? And they move in because they're running away from an abusive father. It's two young boys, Michael and his brother Sam, and the mother, whose name is Lucy. They are played by L.J. Bennett as the older brother, Michael. Lucy Emerson, the mom, is played by Shoshana Bean. And Sam Emerson, the youngest brother, is played by Benjamin Pajak. Then we have the people that they meet when they get there. Michael finds his group of people. He thinks that they are metal rock musicians. It turns out they're metal rock vampire musicians, led by David, played by Ali Louis Borsky. The younger brother, Sam, finds his group of comic book nerds, the Frog Brothers, Miguel Gill and Jennifer Duker, at the local comic book store.
And yes, one of the Frog Brothers is a sister. And do you know what they do when they're not browsing at the comic book store? They're hunting vampires. And I have to say, these two have seen a few too many Rambo movies, or maybe they've watched one too many episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And they come complete with vampire fighting apparatus, including water guns filled with holy water. The play concentrates mostly on Michael and his new friends. They give him a drink. It's kind of a death becomes her potion. You will live forever, but you'll be a vampire. So this leaves his brother and the frogs to find the head vampire, which we assume is David, and kill him before Michael can drink anybody's blood and become a vampire permanently.
There's
And
another half vampire who's David's sort of quasi-girlfriend, who becomes Michael's quasi-sort of girlfriend. And she's in the same awkward half position that Michael is in.
Right. She doesn't want to take the final step, although it is becoming harder and harder. Shoshana Bean, who played the mother so nicely in Hell's Kitchen and had a very meaty role in that musical, has a role in this one, and you think, oh, well, she's just playing the mother because we know she's good at it. Well, it turns out there's a lot more to Mom than we realize when the play begins. I don't know if she's the star of the show. I don't think she is, but she's certainly the heroine of the show.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. In fact, I think it's a great show to take your mom to for Mother's Day. Maybe not your mom, but me as a mom. I would like
to a revival of Dracula, the Franklin, like they had with Frank Langella, like I think 40 years ago.
Well, I'll go to that one. I'll go to that one.
Would definitely take my daughters, however.
I will say something interesting for me is that David is played by, as I said, Ali Louis Borsky, and Michael is played by a newcomer named L.J. Bennett. Their pictures in the playbill, they look almost like twins. They're both dark, curly-haired guys. So when I was watching it, I thought, oh, David must be played by the new guy, L.J. Bennett, and that must be Ali playing Michael. Well, I was totally wrong. It's exactly the opposite. The makeup is a kind of a take on Kiefer Sutherland, blonde, pale, that kind of hair. So he doesn't look anything like himself. He's very, very good in the role, I must say. They're all very good, but he's really good.
And we have to also mention Max, who becomes the mother's boyfriend and her employer. He runs the local videotape store. Imagine a time where you could just walk into a store and find almost any movie you'd want to see there.
VHS, VHS. His name is Paul
Yes.
Alexander Nolan.
And he has a very good comic scene with the Frog Brothers who are convinced that he is a vampire, and they put him through all the tests, the garlic, the cross. They try putting him in a circle, and nothing works. So presumably, he's not a vampire.
The show is filled with lighting effects and aerial stunts that are just extraordinary.
Michael Arden directed, and Lauren Yalango Grant and Christopher Cree Grant did the choreography, including the flying choreography. All of it comes together beautifully, as does the story. My one complaint, and it's a big one, the score by the Rescues is all right, appropriate, but let's just say I left humming the scenery, and I really would have liked to have left humming some of the songs because, look, it's a musical.
I will say that Michael Arden has redeemed himself because Michael Arden also directed, dare I say the name of the dreaded Queen of Versailles earlier this year. But he really redeems himself with Lost Boys. And imagine trying to do both of those shows in one season. What would you give it?
Let's see. I would give this somewhere between 3 3/4 and 4 because of the staging, because of the performances. Really would have liked a score that was more memorable.
I couldn't agree more about the score, and I will give it a good solid 4.5. I think it was really well done. And as I say, comes in, full tilt at the end of the season was really something.
And that is our show for today. When you go to the theater, look for Leslie and me, us too.
On the aisle.